What's up, everybody? Nick here from Booster Boys Cards. Getting right in front of it. This is probably going to be a long video, most likely a two-parter. If you guys saw the previous video, I'll probably try to link it somewhere. I don't really do editing or anything like that, but I'll probably put it in the description. If you saw the previous video of 200 cards going out for a single submitter, well, those cards are back. And let me tell you, this was a fantastic submission. Tons of great, e-reader Japanese cards, mostly Japanese. Tons of great e-readers and like EX cards, tons of ultra modern, great cards. Lots of 10s, lots of 9s. If you guys were there for the Instagram live grade reveal, great. You guys know that we got tons of 10s. So I have everything in sequential order right now. We're just gonna try and get through it as quickly as possible. But we do this to kind of show how we go through our grading middleman process and everything like that. But yeah, this is the big return that we've all been waiting for. So Exia, Jason, shout out to you for this massive collection, for allowing me to handle all this for you. It's just stacks of cards over here. But yeah, let's get right to it. All right, so we'll kind of do like 10 at a clip here. No long grade reveal or anything like that. We'll just kind of go through, breeze through, and see what we got. This Braxian, first up, yeah, this is the first card of the sub. Charizard, Braxian, Japanese Sun and Moon, PSA 9. SIR Charizard, PSA 10. Radiant Charizard, PSA 10. Flashfire Charizard, English, one of the few English cards we got. This one comes in at a PSA 6. I think when we looked at it, we might have seen something on the back, maybe like a ripple or something like that. Overall, Exia did a great job like pre-grading these cards, so nice little PSA 9 Charizard there, followed by PSA 10 Charizard SIR, 151, love that. This is the King of Hearts Charizard, PSA 8. We graded like 3 of these playing cards, I think. That one gets an 8. This one might be the most expensive card in the set. We comped this one, I think lowest available was 1,500. Some of the most recent sales were around 1,150, I think, maybe 1,050. I don't remember. Over 1,000. But this one, I'm pretty sure the lowest available was either 14 or 1,500. But here we go. This is the Pokemon Red PC Charizard, 4 clubs. Super low pop. Awesome. Such a cool card. Especially to get it in the 10. That's awesome. Then this Gengar here, also PSA 10. This is the 6 of Spades. This one was not as expensive, but still, like, I think around somewhere between 4 and 6, if I remember correctly. We tried to comp some of these cards on the live, but I can't remember all of them. But, yeah. Next up, we got this Entei, beautiful. I actually just picked this up raw, too. Wind from the Sea, Japanese e-reader, PSA 10. Entei Hollow, Neo Gen 3, PSA 9. Light Arcanine from Neo 4, PSA 9. Very nice. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, first edition Arcanine, PSA 10. Flareon VMAX from the collection boxes, PSA 9. It's cool Infernape from a half deck. Infernape level X, PSA 10. Got a pair of those, PSA 10. Another Infernape level X. This one's getting the 9. Here we go. Tons of Master Balls in this set, too. Got the Charmander Master Ball, PSA 10. And this Ninetales Web Series. Non-hollow, but still very cool. They use that base set Ninetales artwork there for this e-reader card, coming in at the PSA 9. The one and only Dark Venusaur e-reader. I think there's a one in English too. It might be the winner stamp, but this is the only Dark Venusaur, not in the Team Rocket set. Cool little Japanese exclusive. Meganium, PSA 9. Was that Sandstorm? First edition Expedition. Sandstorm was EX, not E-Reader. Wind from the Sea. Bellossom, Swirled Up, PSA 8. Vileplume, Expedition First Edition, PSA 10, nicely sparkled and swirled up. Ooh, we got the Jump Fluff here. This one is the Unlimited, PSA 10. We've got the Jump Fluff First Edition, Town on No Map, PSA 10. We've got the Ariados, Town on No Map, Unlimited, PSA 10. One more Jump Fluff, Town on No Map, Unlimited, PSA 10. Shaman Level X. Tons of these awesome Level X cards, too. Lots of Diamond and Pearl. PSA 10. Beedrill, Mysterious Mountains, PSA 9. Like I said, tons of e-readers and a lot of cool Japanese e-readers and Level X's and EX's. And well, we got a lot to go through. All right, next 10. Got another Venusaur here. First edition. 151, Japanese. I think we got 3 of them. So PSA 10, a PSA 8, and a PSA 10. All right, we got the Venusaur from 25th Anniversary Celebration. This beautiful Celebi here, Celebi V. This one is a stamped promo. This came with your order of Blue Sky Stream and Towering Perfection? No, this came with the Calyrex set. Silver Lance. Oh, there it is. Jet Black Spirit and Silver Lance. This came with when you ordered one of each from Japan. Back when they used to do cool little promos like that when you ordered stuff from Japan. But yeah, that is a stamped promo. So the same English alt-art Celebi, but with a cool little stamp on it. Leafeon, full art, shiny, GX, PSA 10. Ledian, first edition, Split Earth, swirled up, sparkly, PSA 10. Execute, Wind from the Sea, PSA 9, swirled up and sparkly. We got the Arbok, Expedition First Edition, PSA 10. Starting off with Master Balls again. Squirtle, Master Ball Reverse Hollow from 151 and a PSA 10. Continuing on with the Master Balls, we got the Psyduck here. Master Ball 151, PSA 10. Psyduck and Slowpoke, this amazing alt art from Miracle Twins, PSA 10. Another super duper alt art with the Magikarp and the Whale Lord, PSA 10. Tag Team Bolt. This Poor Munch promo. The Psyduck's up there. This one gets a PSA 4 because of some rippling. You can kind of see it there on the bottom. Just something that Exia missed. But yeah, that's all right. I think he's got some other ones. Gyarados, Master Ball, PSA 10. Blastoise 151 and a 10. Blastoise 151 and a 10. One more Blastoise 151 and a 10. Got the Cloyster, Expedition First Edition, Sparkly Swirls, PSA 10. And the Poliwrath, Expedition First Edition, coming in at the PSA 10. More e-readers for Alligator, Expedition First Ed, PSA 10. Azumarill, Town on a Map, First Ed, PSA 9. Dugong, Mysterious Mountains, Unlimited, PSA 10. Tentacruel, PSA 10. Sobble from a Kanazawa box, same as the Kanazawa Pikachu. I think it came with a Milotic too, PSA 10. Leafeon to go with your, Glaceon to go with your Leafeon. Shiny GX, PSA 10. Little Master Ball set here. We got the Eevee in a 10. We've got this Eevee in a 10. Master Ball, so 2 Eevees. The Vaporeon, the Jolteon, and the Flareon, all PSA 10. So it's a cool little sequential cert that we got for those Master Ball evolutions. All right, here we go. Raichu, Miracle Desert, First Edition, EX, PSA 10. Got some cool ones here. Electivire, PSA 10. Electabuzz EX, PSA 10. Super low pop on these guys here. So kind of hard to comp, but still awesome. Rocket Gang strikes back. Everybody keep an eye out for any Rocket card with the new Rocket set coming out. Even though this is an 8, I think somebody will scoop it up for a pretty good price if they're anticipating any Rocket card to go up. Alolan Raichu, regular Raichu coming in at a PSA 9. That was another alt art tag team. All right, this is Pikachu Master Ball coming in at a 9. We almost got all the Master Balls in a 10 except that Pikachu. All right, we got this PSA 10 Surfing Pikachu. And then one more Kanazawa Pikachu coming in at the PSA 8. So at the end, we'll go over like what the PSA 10 count and everything was. PSA 10s, PSA 9s, 8s, 7s, couple 6s and below. Really, mostly 10s, some 9s, couple 8s, and then like 6 below an 8. But we got the Dream League Pikachu, very, very popular card. We got the 20th anniversary Pikachu, Red's Pikachu. Nippon Airways promo, PSA 9. This is another promo here. Advent of Arceus, PSA 6. Big Boy Gengar Mimikyu GX. For some reason, this card is just skyrocketed. Gengar is super popular. Mimikyu is very popular. Two of them together. Why not? Let's throw it up there. However, whatever the price is on it. PSA 10. Very, very cool Hypno. First edition Town on No Map. Swirled Up. Shining Mew from Shining Legends. Bubble Mew, Japanese. The right now, the PSA 10 English is around $600. I think this one be like $175, somewhere around there. Japanese PSA 10 Bubble Mews. A couple more Mews here. Rainbow Fusion Strike or Fusion Arts Japanese. Mew, what do they call it? Mew Prime from Heart Gold Soul Silver Triumphant. Nice little 151 Alakazam. Pair of those. PSA 10s. Love to see that. Pair of McDonald's promos. These are awesome. So cool. Goofy little Slowpoke there. This one comes in at a PSA 10. This one is a PSA 8. So obviously we like to see both 10s, but we'll take the 8. This one's a Giratina. 11th movie. I didn't even know they had 11 movies. I don't know how many movies there are, but 11th movie in 2008. Making me feel old. This one's coming in at a PSA 8. Radiant Jirachi, PSA 10, Pokécune Collection. Cresselia, Level X, PSA 10. This is Gardevoir, Level X, PSA 10. More Level X's as Zelf, 10. This one upsets me because we had all the Ultra Modern was just doing so well. We got the Iron Valiant and a PSA 9. This awesome Dusclops EX in a PSA 10. Basketball Haunter 151 PSA 10. Doug Trio Swirled Up Sparkly First Edition Expedition PSA 9. Alt Art Urshifu in a 9. Alt Art Machamp in a PSA 10. Hitmonchan EX in a PSA 8. Or is that an 8? Yeah. A couple of Marowaks here. Team Rocket. This is a first edition in a 9. Same one here. First edition Marowak PSA 9. These Team Rocket cards. I got a good feeling about them. Rhyperior Level X PSA 10. Koraidon. Wish we had the Miraidon to go with it. We do not, but we got the Koraidon EX in a 10. Alt Art there. Alt Art Tyranitar Sableye GX in a 9. This beautiful swirled up Tyranitar Hollow Wind from the Sea in a PSA 9. Love me a good T-Tar. Salamence, or I'm sorry, the Roaring Moon EX Alt Art in a 10. Pair of 10s here. Love to see it. Steelix, Wind from the Sea. PSA 9. Steelix Versus Series, first edition, obviously. PSA 9. We've got the Darkrai in a PSA 9. It's first edition Moonlit Pursuit. And this Shiftry EX here, PSA 9, first edition Miracle Crystal. That was 40. Here's the next 10. This Altaria Pokécune Collection. PSA 10, nice little Radiant baddie there. Light Dragonite, love this artwork. This one's coming in at a PSA 8. Master Ball, Reverse Hollow Dragonite. Rainbow Dragonite, all in 10s. Master Ball Snorlax, PSA 10. Togetic, first edition Town on a Map, PSA 9. Look at that swirl right by his face and hand. Clefable. PSA 10 Expedition First Ed. The Moon Fable right there. We got the Fortress Hollow Split Earth. This one's coming in 8. These E-Readers have just been killing it all submission long. Rayquaza EX, this is a promo, but coming into PSA 10. Nice little shiny Rayquaza there. That one is very cool. And a lovely Lugia here. Super Burst Impact. Full art in a PSA 10. Alright, 50 more cards to go through on the certs that end in 0 or 5-0. 5-0, and then, yeah, we just keep going on. First edition Snorlax. Jungle. And a 7. Alt art. Love this card. Gardevoir and Sylveon. GX and a 9. Level X Dialga and a 10. Level X Garchomp and a 10. EX Aggron. Awesome stuff. And a 10. Super low pop on these guys. Altaria EX. 10. Pikachu. VMAX Climax. Ultra rare. Way better looking than the English one. Super, super sparkly. Coming in at a 10. Mew EX. Japanese. And a 10. The Palkia V-Star. 10. And the Dialga V-Star. In a 10. Can't forget the Giratina. In a 10. English Celebrations. Mew. PSA 9. Iono. And a 9. I think we're going to have like a good run of full art trainers here. So any full art trainer lovers. Here we go. Miracle Twins. Misty. Misty's favorite PSA 9. Misty's favorite PSA 10. That's a big one. Misty Lorelei in a PSA 10. Another big, big win there for you. So you got the 9 Misty's 10 and the Lorelei 10 back to back. And then we got a Lorelei Misty coming in at a 9 right after that. Greens Exploration, number 196. This one's coming in at a PSA 8. We have the Bianca's Devotion in a PSA 10. We have the Nessa from VMAX Climax in a 10. Alright, oops. Alright, we've got the Cynthia's Ambition. Missing texture error. See if we can kind of capture that here. Gonna be a little hard to see. But it is missing some texture. So we're getting the forehead camera here. It is missing texture there. Coming into the PSA 10, I have not really seen too many error cards coming back with a 10 grade. Usually I'll get like a OC with a 9 or like an error with a 9, but this one is the missing texture. Getting a 10. This is the Simplified Chinese Lily in a PSA 9. Skyla, Breakpoint, PSA 9. Mallow and Lana, Alter Gen in a PSA 10. And, Japanese 151, Erica's Invitation in a 9. Cynthia Garchomp, Hidden Fates, PSA 8. That one is tough to grade. I have had one or two of those too, and they always get 9s or 8s. We got the Parasol Lady in a 10. We've got the Perrin in a 10. Cool to see some ultra-modern trainers here. Carmine in a 9. And the Jesse James from Sky Legend in a 9. Alright, home stretch here. We got the Sabrina Suggestion in a 9. Another Sabrina Suggestion and a 9. So pair of 9s for the Sabrinas. It's a cool little Spanish promo here from Pikachu World. Spanish promo in a 10. And this one after that is getting the 9. Very cool card. Everyone loves a good Pikachu. Absol. PSA 10. This is another promo. 7-Eleven promo. 7-Eleven's way cooler in Japan. So that's why they get awesome promos. Got another Radiant Collection Growlithe. Awesome Empoleon alt art. The texturing on these alt arts in Japanese are way better than English. If you don't know, if you're not a Japanese collector, just compare the two. If you get two cards side by side, check the Japanese one for just better texturing, and just the quality looks so much better. Blastoise, and then we got a couple Pikachus here. Pikachu V's from V VMAX, Climax, both PSA 10s. That awesome Magikarp. This one's coming in at a 5. Obviously, missed something there, but this Magikarp is a big heavy hitter in English. We got the Japanese VMAX Climax, Mimikyu, Sylveon, and a 10. Felt Hat Pika coming in at an 8. This card skyrocketed too. We're looking at like 350 in a PSA 10 in English, maybe a little more right now. Crazy, crazy stuff. Pikachu, Marowak, Hoopa, little promo card in a PSA 10. Sleepy Pika from Dark Phantasma in a 10. These awesome Celebration Fanfare 2023 championship cards. Got a 10. Got a 10. Got a 9. One more Pika Holo, and that is going to conclude all of our certs 5099, and then we're moving on to 5-1s. Only a few cards of 5-1s, but we're just going to get right into it. About 11 minutes in the video so far, so I think we got some time. But this is a cool little Daiichi promo here. We got the bread promo. Cool stuff. Love that. Little PSA 9 action there. All right, to finish off this stack, top of the Ho-Oh Legend PSA 10. Stained Glass Birds PSA 5. Stained Glass Birds PSA 10. Same card, PSA 9. Rainbow T-Tar and a 9. Rainbow Mimikyu and a 10. And now we're moving on to some pretty high value cards. You know, I know that one of those first cards from the very beginning of the sub, that Charizard playing card, was around, like I said, somewhere around 15, let's just say 1,000 to 15 in that range. Yeah, really crazy stuff. Just full transparency, we did not receive a single upcharge to this submission. Not one. We submitted this at $14.99 per card, which is the bulk tier, just about 200 cards. You can do the math and figure out how expensive the submission was. We were prepared for a few upcharges because we knew some of these cards looked great, and then at a PSA 10, like, the cards fetch a pretty penny. But there were 0 upcharges in the sub whatsoever. I just want to make that very, very clear. Got very lucky because, like I said, the tier that we used only insures cards up to $200. So, I mean, with that being said, if something were to happen to that card and you put a claim for it, you'd only get back $200. If the card was worth $500, sorry, you're out. You only insured up to $200, but that's a whole different thing. Let's get back to the cards here. We've got this awesome Articuno. This one was a magazine promo and a PSA 5. We got this Kabutops EX in a PSA 7. Marnie, everyone loves a Marnie, from base set Shield in a PSA 10. We got Goth Marnie, aka Lusamine, in a PSA 8. This very, very cool Pikachu promo, Adidas Pikachu promo from 2014. This one is getting a PSA 8. And then we have this Mega Tokyo's Pikachu. Nice little promo here in his Mega Charizard hat, or poncho, coming in at a PSA 8. Last 10 cards to round off this sub, and then you guys have made it through another submission video. Sharpedo EX, first edition PSA 9. Here's the big boy. We got this amazing Holland Phantoms first edition Gyarados, Shining Gyarados, Gold Star. We've graded a couple Gold Stars on this channel before. This might be the coolest. Awesome Japanese Gold Star Gyarados coming in at a PSA 9. Price on this goes anywhere from, I don't know, 9 to 11 maybe? I don't know what the range was. 9 to 12, maybe 12 at the top. What might have been the top end sales. Yeah, this is a cool card. I'm gonna miss holding it, but I'm glad I got the opportunity to see this card in person. It's very, very cool. So glad that Exia gets to get that back, and yeah, cool stuff. We got this Raikou Holo, PSA 9. Not many cards blow me away. That one did. This was a crack and resub right here. So this was a PSA 9. This is now a PSA 10 McDonald's Pikachu promo e-reader. This one's pushing upwards past 400. Two more cards that really blew me away that probably deserved some upcharges. These were other crack and regrades. This is the Poncho Eevee wearing the Leafeon PSA 10. Very, very cool. One more Eevee Poncho wearing the Espeon in a PSA 10. Both were 9s previously. Now 10s. Congratulations, Exia. That was big upgrade for you. All right, this was a previous 9, still a 9. 25th anniversary gold Pikachu. Mimikyu Pikachu was a 9, still a 9. This one was from a little promo box there. This is an upgrade. Previous 9, now a PSA 10. Solgaleo and God. There's been a long process here. Solgaleo and Lunala GX from Dream League in a PSA 10. This one, I don't know the price on this, but at one point this was skyrocketed during that full art trainer and waifu hype. Died down a lot, so. Green's Exploration, Full Metal Wall, PSA 10. Caitlyn, Jet Black Spirit, PSA 10. And to finish off the sub, Articuno, Supreme Victors, PSA 8. So guys, this is by far the biggest sub we've ever submitted before. The biggest Pokemon-only sub we've ever submitted before. I think Squeezy had over 200 cards. This was the largest Pokemon-only sub that we have ever middlemanned. It was so many cards. The process, the waiting time is really the worst part. Entering isn't so bad. I kind of split it up between 2 days. But yeah, guys, if you ever want to grade your cards, you're not sure how to do it, you don't have the time to do it, and you don't want to be bothered with going through the forms or submitting the paperwork or figuring out what card is what, figuring out what insurance means and all that. I'm here for you. Send your cards to me. We have a pretty long track record now that we've built up to be able to do this and to kind of, develop a name for ourselves here. Still a very, very small channel, a very, very small Instagram. We're starting to pick up some local business, some local, submitters who want to submit cards to us. We drop them off at card shows. We bring them back after they're graded. It is fun. It's a task, but I have so much fun with it, and I get to see so many cool cards. But yeah, that's it, guys. 200 cards. Plenty more to come. We submit monthly. We make sure the cards get to PSA before the 1st of the following month, or, right around the 1st of the following month. So right now we're accepting cards for November. It's right at the middle of November. So we're accepting cards for November. If you have any questions, DM me on Instagram. That's where I do all my work. That's where I spend most of the time. But yeah, shout out to Exia. This was a blast, and I just can't wait to go through these, pack them up, say goodbye for one last time, and get them back home to them. Oh, man. It was great. It was fun. See ya.